Hello everyone, and welcome to a really spectacular app analysis. It's the Lichess Android app, one of my personal favorites. It contains a protocol that I did not cover until today, and I'm going to try to do it in the style of my personal favorite YouTuber, Agad Mator, is doing chess videos. So I hope that you love this one, and let's dive straight into it. So I installed the Android app, the Lichess Android app on my emulator, and I'm capturing the APIs using Proximum. This app opens with a few requests to set up the initial data, the common stuff, accounting for timeline, featured games. This is all standard theory. We've seen this before. Sorry about that. But let's look at this request. So you can see that the URL start with WSS. This is something new that I did not cover until today. This means that this is a WebSocket request. WebSockets, for those of you who don't know, is used for bidirectional communication. And as the name suggests, it's designed for the web. So it's weird. I mean, you do still see it in many mobile apps. And however, it's not clear why. So feel free to pause the video and try to answer this question yourselves while I give you a couple of seconds. So for those of you who were able to do it, congratulations on being really cross-platform thinkers. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, the correct answer is actually cross-platform support. So Lichess is also a web app. They want to develop only a single API. They didn't want to develop a dedicated, say, TCP communication protocol for the mobile app and use something different for the web. And mobile games do that a lot because they want to keep the protocol simple and use only one protocol. So this is why you see WebSockets very common also on mobile apps for gaming. Let's start a new game and see what goes through the web, through the WebSockets communication. I'll just start a new game with a bot. So I'm starting a new game with a bot. Let's challenge it to a game. And let's move the king pawn. So as you can see here on the fifth request, we already have something new, the WebSocket request, and we have a completely new game. You can see the messages go through the WebSocket communication. You can see all the messages. You can see the move that I performed. You can see the response from the other player. Also, something very interesting is looking at the data structures that go through the communication. You can see that this weird notation here. When analyzing an app, it's always super important to know the data structures that you're working with. And for example, in this case, this is the Forsyth-Edwards notation. It's a data structure specifically for chess, a way to represent the state of the board and the state of the game in just like a short string. So it's interesting to know. I'll put a link in the comments. And you can see I can resign the game here. And you'll see the message being sent on the WebSocket connection. Everything is being sent on the WebSocket connection. You can see my resign message. So, and at this point, I decided to resign the game. And I also opened it up on LoadMill, loaded that on LoadMill, and created a short test that basically simulates everything that we just see. So I'm setting up the challenge. You can see I'm setting it up as white. I get the challenge ID from the response of this request. I'm actually taking the profile of the player and getting the current game from it, and you can see I'm sending like my first move, also capturing the black move that goes in the response, and I'm sending the resign message. So every time I'll play this test, you can see that it will actually create a new game, move my king pawn, and will resign the game. So it's very simple. I added here a small delay just to wait for the black move before I resign. And we can see all the games being logged here on my profile. So every time I run this, I get a new game logged here. Very simple. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a longer live session on gaming and mobile gaming and analyzing their APIs soon. So stay tuned and